It is a deeply historic derby. The rivalry between Spain and Portugal is ancient and heartfelt, and so this is an intense, intriguing Iberian affair. It is utterly unpredictable.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Pair of neighbours ready to go at each other again.
Well, the calibre of players available to both teams makes this game a potential classic every time, Peter. OK, you may think the Spaniards have had the better of things in direct showdowns in recent big tournaments, but I can see very little difference in terms of relative strengths.
So it's away we go then. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I've always been impressed with this boy, Pau Cubarsí. It never ceases to amaze me, Peter, how the Catalans always manage to unearth all of these gems, especially in an age where the demand is quite high on defenders. He's really the perfect package.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. He's got the shot away! Pedro Porro. It's a goal kick. Nuno Mendes. Rafael Leao. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing.
He rises! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
After 12 minutes is number 11, Nico Williams.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Pedri wins the duel this time. That's a sweet ball, that. He could be in here. That's going to go a long way. And smartly reclaimed. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Great defending, strong and determined. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's clever. Chance! Peter. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
After 19 minutes is number 23.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Might be. And the shot! Goal! Spain! And they've got their lead back.
Spain clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Minutes is number 7, Alvarado.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Nuno Mendes. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes! And that's caused a worry or two.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Nico Williams. He is through here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Nico Williams has it in a wide position. Pedri crosses. That's a decent clearance. Rafael Leao. And João Palhinha. And here's Morata. Great ball and he's in. Great hit! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 34 minutes is number 19, Jamal.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Vitinha. Shot could be on. Oh, now the finish! It's a goal! Right back in the game! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Is number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Laporte gets over and intercepts. Yamal. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Steaming on goalwards. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he latch onto this? He has found a way through.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he welcomes it, hits one! Sticks it away! Two to the good! They have breathing space! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Oh, looks like he's had a shot! And it's there! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
We've reached half-time. Well, you have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up.
You'll be able to catch today's match broadcast live on our club's FM station. Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
Here we go again. Portugal didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. He's found a way through. Can he finish? It's there! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! But there was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Now it's Bernardo Silva. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Played out to the left flank. He's found a way past. He's picked his way through. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And he's quick to get it clear again. Williams. Nico Williams stood his ground strongly. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nico Williams.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Pedri. Nico Williams.
Oh, great feat, that.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Subimendi. Pedri. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
The match was 50,913.
60 minutes played. Vitinha. And that's a good ball. Decent hit! He's got a goal! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Portugal, after 62
And yes, it's him again.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Portugal grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Subimendi. Pedro Porro. Merino. Terrific header. No, he didn't quite meet it right. João Cancelo. Cristiano Ronaldo being hunted in packs.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made the decision to get tighter.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo! And yes, it's there! And they are right back within touch! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
After 68 minutes is...
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Portugal give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable.
Yamal!
Lamine Yamal, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Goal! Portugal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, they'll come your way.
Spain choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Substitution in
Spain
progress.
making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bernardo Silva. Portugal have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly back in business. Yamal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Pedri.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
And that should get the job done. In again. Oh, what a climb! He scored! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display, what a player.
Spain go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Vitinha, Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes. They're urging him to shoot. Vitinha! And yet another chance goes to waste.
Portugal really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Zaragoza. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vitinha. And here's Bernardo Silva. To Bruno Fernandes.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And here's Bernardo Silva. It's a really well-measured ball. There's the hit! Laporte gets it clear. He came in hard, very hard. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Laporte. Kubasi engages and forces him off the ball. Pedro Porro. Now Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. And he's managed to get free. Look. And that's it. Portugal perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players. But that does not hide the overall disappointment. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
On our shuttle bus service.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.